Naka jingdon ya ka jingtmu ban ai ka jing Hikai ka bakham Tbit naka banta ki samla ka Jylla ka Aga Khan Academy ka bana Jylla Hyderabad haringkat ka jingetrai lang bat ka Directorate of School Education and Literacy DSEL ka Sarkar Jylla kalawan ra ya ka Scholarship Talent Identification Program TID ban pha ya ki Khynnah na Jylla ban yo jing Hikai ka bakham Tbit shu hakatai ka Academy Lingba ka nega program ka academy kala yo ban pha ya sawngot ki Khynnah ha ka wat ka baningkong bar ha ka khatlai trik ukala lingkot arajar pusan kala yo ban pha biang sa sawngot ki Khynnah ki ban sha Hikai ha ka te ka academy haba kran chigilat pathai kubor u Arjun Puri ulaong lalle ekani ka program ban penwan dori ka jingthmu jong ki Khynnah ka baki don hakino kino ki liang om ban kot tang haki jingthmu Nalor kata ulaong ru baka jing Hikai kam kot tang hakate ka Jaka pule da ka papentip baling ba ka ni ka program ka scholarship na ka banta ki Khynnah ka long shiklor khnang bakin la ban nang kham pentibet shu yeladi.
So Aga Khan Academy is in Hyderabad, and this is the second batch which they have done the selection for. So in the first batch also 4 students from Meghalaya were selected after a very thorough and very detailed process of assessment. There were tests, there were interviews, and there various qualifications were seen. And after that 4 students were selected and they went to join class 6 in Aga Khan Academy in Hyderabad. It's an IB school. It's one of the most prestigious school in our country. And it has the best facilities which any school can offer. So after that, now we have revived again. We have one more batch and they came again. I'm very thankful to Aga Khan Academy. I'm very thankful to Mr. Arjun Puri who they came back again. They have, in fact, they have gone to various districts and then they have done the assessments. And finally, again, we have selected 4 students who will be going tomorrow to Hyderabad for the first time, and they'll be joining the Aga Khan Academy. So now the idea of this is that this is this is like a scholarship, if you may say, that everything is covered. And in fact, Mr. Puri will give the details about what all facilities are included. But what I want to say is that in the first batch also, many are from Nongstoin.
Yes.
Many are from Nongstoin, and they're coming from very remote areas. And then getting the opportunity to go to Hyderabad, study in Aga Khan Academy is an amazing thing. And already I can see the transformation which they are having in terms of the confidence, the skills they are acquiring. So we are very happy that we did another iteration. And then again, next year also, we'll be having 4, they'll be back and 4 more students will get this wonderful opportunity. And I'm very keen to, if we can, we'll also discuss with the state government how we can maybe continue this in the future. So if that happens, we'll again brief you later. So that is the whole gist of this program. We from Department of Education and State Project Director Office, we have been coordinating and assisting them to do the assessments so that they can go to the district, whatever support they require logistically, that has been given from the Office of SPD, and will continue to do that. And in fact, we also plan a visit from the state government, including Chief Secretary. Will go there and see what all different interventions are there and how they are performing so well. So that is something. And in fact, yesterday I want to add that Chief Secretary Sir Shri D.P. Bahalang IAS, he himself came and interacted with all the students. He gave them various kind of advice and motivation, and he was so happy to see the transformation which have been in the first batch of 4 students.
We have run a program at the Aga Khan Academy Hyderabad which is called the Talent Identification Program. We tend to pick one state in the country where we can go and we can identify students who can come to our school and make a difference, not just in their own lives, but someday come back to the state and make a difference. So up until now, we've really worked with children in the state of Telangana, where we go to tribal welfare schools, social welfare schools, Eklavya model schools, and so on and so forth. In the past, we've also worked with Teach for India as well. So coming to Meghalaya was a decision that was taken by the headmaster, Dr. Jonathan Long, and myself. As you know, Meghalaya is a state that requires attention, not just from us, and I hope this initiative will allow many other schools to come here and offer these kind of scholarships. So as Sir mentioned, this is the second time that we are here. We tend to conduct these assessments in the utmost meritorious manner. So there's absolute fairness and transparency. So we work very closely with the education department. They conduct a first-hand research to ensure that qualified children are meritorious and deserving to be part of the assessment. That's the most important thing. A state like this, there are different parts that need the attention. So this year, we covered Tura, Nongstein, Nongpo, Shillong. In the past, there was Bagmara. So, we've always ensured that there is a full representation of the state. It's not that we come to Shillong, we take the children from Shillong and we leave. One of the biggest important things for me personally is to see this year we also have representation from Jowai. So my real vision at the end of this is, and I said this to Swapnilji also, next time when we come in October 25, I hope to see 4 girls. So this year and last year, the boys have been outperforming, but I'm sure that girls will also be shining light and they'll come through. Now, just to give you a small idea about why we do this, the Aga Khan, His Highness the Aga Khan, is one of the most important philanthropists in the world. We operate hundreds of schools around the world. The IB schools to which these boys are going to be joining, there are 4 of these currently. So you have one in Hyderabad, one in Mombasa, Kenya, Maputo, Mozambique, Dhaka, Bangladesh. The next one, I believe, is going to be in Lisbon, Portugal. Now, why do we build these schools? These schools are actually centers of excellence for young women and men in the countries that you go to these schools. You can go on to do great things in your life, whether that's in public service, whether you want to get into entrepreneurship, whether you want to play sports, theater, cinema. One of our students wants to be a filmmaker from Meghalaya. So, the idea is not to cut short their dreams. The idea is to build a school where young people can thrive. So, just to tell you a little bit about the school now, it's a 100-acre property with 730 odd students, 150 odd teaching, non-teaching staff members. You can imagine, every child gets a lot of attention, right? And that's very important. It's an IB curriculum, as Sir mentioned. Right from grade 1 to grade 12, we follow the IB curriculum, the International Baccalaureate. Children at this school have received outstanding scholarships to go on to great colleges abroad and India. That's also very important to understand. This is step 1 into doing something great in your life. The scholarship value, and I know a lot of you are interested in this, with inflation, it's almost 1 crore per child. So our investment as an academy is to ensure that these children are world beaters. So they should never feel that they are not going to get the opportunity while coming there. So it's a very, very prestigious opportunity, the talent identification program that the Aga Khan himself has allowed people like us to really put into play. So these children, when they come there, they have a dormitory that they live in. They have dorm parents. We've spoken about this in Sir's podcast. You have dorm parents. These are not wardens. These are people who are genuinely like your parents who are looking after you. The rooms are comfortable. The children have all the opportunities to thrive. Their uniform is provided by us. Sporting equipment is provided by us. If tomorrow any of these children want to go to any of the Olympiads, and if they are deserving, we are the ones that are going to push them through for that as well. So these are a few things that you might want to know more about the school. Of course, we have a thorough website. There's an Instagram and a Facebook page. But like Sir mentioned, it is one of the best schools in the country today. So for 8 young boys from Meghalaya to come there, to make their mark, my dream is someday that they'll come back here and do something amazing. Whether one of them wants to be, like yesterday, one of them said, I want to be an IS officer, which I thought, amazing. You're only 11 or 12 years old, but you're already thinking that far. One said, I want to be a filmmaker. One said, I want to be a businessman. And I think 3 said, I don't know what I want to do, which is an amazing thing to say. To have confusion is a wonderful thing at that age. We are so grateful to the state government, especially the team here with the Department of Education, to have gone above and beyond to make us feel comfortable here. I think the fact that we're coming back a 3rd time is down to the relationship that's been built here. Otherwise, we usually do 2-year cycles. So for the first time, we're coming back 3rd time. So we're excited. Even our class sizes at the academy. Today, why is the academy thriving and why is everyone talking about it? You see, you have schools where you have thousands of children studying, right? Here you have 100 acres with 730 children. a classroom never exceeds more than 25 children. So you are actually engaging with children one on one on such a regular basis that concept of backbencher is almost gone. Because the way the classroom is set up is the teachers engaging with them all around. And you can do that only in small classes where the ratio is very, very small. So it's almost unthinkable the ratio that we work with. The gentleman here is asking about the criteria. So the first step is we sign an MOU that we are coming to the state. Then the department works with all the different kind of schools that we will be working with within the state. Children are shortlisted based on their academic performances. When we get involved, we have a 3-phase approach. The first one that we conduct is when all the children come in, we do something called non-verbal reasoning, which is more or less based on logic. Now, like we conduct the talent identification program in Meghalaya, we do something similar, say, in Syria, Tajikistan, Afghanistan, because these are areas that need a lot of attention. Language is taken out of the equation. So imagine none of the students who are sitting here, they study in English. Say they study in Khasi, right? Now, when they look at that exam, they should be able to crack it if they are intelligent, regardless of language, right? That's your first step. From there, we shortlist. We shortlist maybe about from the 400 odd kids that are given to us, comes down to maybe 50 or 60. Then they do math and English. English is not a part of our criteria. It's for me to understand what level they're at. Math is important. So if they do well in math, that's fantastic. So now I have logical reasoning, mathematics, there are 2 primary criterias. English, again, I'm looking at it. If you're good at it, fantastic. If you're not, there are teachers to help you. All of them, when they come there, they have to go through EAL, which is part of an English as a second language program. The last thing is the most critical thing. We run a very unique assessment, which is called problem solving and dynamic assessment. This has been designed by a very famous professor only for the Aga Khan Academy. The professor's name is Professor John Munro. He's a genius in this field. His specialty is how do you identify potential. So if these children all get 90, 90, 90 in math, that's not enough to come through the academy. The main criteria is problem solving, dynamic assessment. We give them case studies. We try and find a solution-minded approach. So each of them had to go through this for 2 to 3 hours with us. And the final step is the interview. The interview is very important for me because I have to be confident that I can take them back with me. That interview tells me whether they are ready to move. How emotional are they? Will they adjust? How excited are they? Are they doing this because their parent has said it's a great opportunity? Or are they doing it because they feel strongly about it? So all of these criteria come in and then we reach out to them and we say, okay, we go through an internal process. There is a committee formed in Geneva. We speak to them. We come back because it's 4 crores every time we're back. And we have to be as sure as possible. And then we reach out to them, we inform them, and then they inform the family. So that's the whole process.
Hakajingyo banyakran but weu Khynnah ubala wansha Hikai hakatega academy uloong. Bola yo shibun ki jing Hikai ki balay rap u hakibabun ki liang but ban pentepru bakarukam Hikai ka khamla shathe ban yakaba Jylla.
The setting ibon diba niyo andre diba long compare long ki subject kum ke design ki science ki arts baru ki we kum ki sports te to ilong ki subject ki ba compare na ba ki school ba
te hagai ba kajing Pher ha be ba ki school ba shani ba kani ka school ba fi piliya shadai hadu kanu ka yarap fi
te kaskur ba ngawan kalong kaskur ka ba khamret maruk nimda buntan ki activities ne ke ba manya interact bat I khulung re ha kana kaskur ka kham hai baru ki don ki judge activities ba ilap nya interact marku baru ki yarap yang ba yunlon ki skills kumna banya communicate kumna ban make decisions
te hagajing I fis ngo ba ki khamla ka to ka school chathi ne ban lani ki school bana shania
hagajing pe jungan khamla ka school sina sate
Habatin, pej bahagi kishap, kashap plus F.
Ka plus F?
Hakabam bangibam dunaki eki bataya kamet. Namar kata habatiru atau kau kamlu ka umpnyang kadut pej ya kashap plus F hakajing som. Yaki nutrient kumki vitamin bat ka ayan la ai kan diat bat ka bathau bha kam kta ai ka dur jingki mar bam ka jing mat lani ka rukom shed yaki balehi banai kita ka don ka we ka jing mentoy ba kongsan ka kot ka khia ka nutrition ba kham bha ka jing im ba kham bha pendon kam daki mar bam madon ka sharp plus F menta ka sni
Lawan Ra Shafi Lingba ko office jong Commissionerate of Food Safety Meghalaya